Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on my rs3 free-to-play Ironman account. It's been a pretty long time since my last video on this account. I think I just made one video where I talked about it a little bit, and that was, I think, last fall. So I have continued to play this account. It is very much a side project and not the main focus, and it's relatively low on my totem pole of side projects, so I haven't really made any kind of insane progress, but I have gotten a few decent levels and whatever, and figured I would do a little progress video with some of the clips I've gathered. So when I last left off, I think I pretty much just finished the Lumbridge Diary, which is a free-to-play thing in rs3 and gives you the Explorer's Ring, which gives you the Cabbage Port teleport and the free alchemy and stuff every day. And I think it's best in slot for combat also, so pretty handy ring, and that kind of pretty much concludes the early game of rs3 free to play, of the kind of checklist of early game things you need to get out of the way before you can just do whatever skilling methods you're going to be doing long term. That's one of the things that I like about free to play in both old school and rs3, is that you can get to the quote-unquote end game very quickly. You don't have to do a whole lot of sort of busy work tasks like a gazillion quests and achievements and whatever else before you get to the stuff that you actually want to do. So in this clip here, I'm killing the Chaos Elemental, which is in free-to-play in rs3 because the deep wilderness area is all free-to-play now on rs3, so you can access Mage Bank and everything in the Chaos Elemental. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's an area in this game, I actually don't remember what it's called, but it's basically like a sort of like a bossing hub. And if you get, I think, just like 10 boss KC, then you unlock the ability to teleport there, and it is the closest teleport to a bank. And it's also free, like it doesn't cost any runes, you can just use it as much as you want. So it's pretty useful, obviously, so I wanted to get that unlocked. And this guy, Huwak, is a pretty high level rs3 free-to-play Ironman, and he offered to help me out doing this. So basically he was just carrying me because I had no idea what was going on, and I have pretty newbie stats. But yeah, thanks to him for helping me with that. I still use that teleport, every single day, basically. It's kind of like a crafting cape, but I think it's even closer to a bank, and it's free. Next clip in the archive is spending some Dungeoneering tokens to buy the Scroll of Efficiency, which gives you a 2% chance to refund bars when you're smelting. So I wanted to get this unlocked relatively early on because mining and smithing are of interest to me, and the sooner you get this, the more benefit you'll get out of it. So, and not too long after this was the RuneScape 3 Halloween event, and in RuneScape 3 these holiday events have repeatable skilling content that you can do, and usually it's very AFKable, and on rs3 scale it's bad XP, but for rs3 free-to-play Ironman sometimes it ends up being quite good. So you're going to see a bit more of this theme throughout this video, is that yeah, seasonal events are pretty powerful for free-to-play Ironman in rs3, which isn't really my favorite thing, but obviously I'm going to take advantage of it if I'm going to play this account. I of course came into this account with a mindset of not caring about or worrying about devaluation of the game because it is rs3 after all. So this holiday event had a few different options. I think you could do, well, some of it was member skills, it was like thieving and archaeology and some other stuff, but you could still do the activity and you wouldn't get XP in those skills, obviously, because those skills are capped in free to play at level 5. But you passively collect these bones, and the bones can be turned in for prayer XP. So it turns out to be it scales with your level, but I think I was probably getting 50 plus K XP an hour prayer for one click every, I think, minute and a half or 2 minutes or something like that. So super easy, super AFKable. It's, it's what you're looking for in a side project account, I guess. So as you just saw, that got me from basically, I think I was 40 something prayer when that event started, and it got me up to 94. So more than halfway to 99 prayer just off of AFKing that for, I don't know, maybe I think the events usually stay in the game for between 2 and 4 weeks. I don't remember exactly how long that one was, but yeah, so that was really OP, and prayer was definitely the best option to do for that one. And the next clip I have here is a monthly thing that you can do in rs3 where you basically just fish here for a couple minutes and get a shitload of fishing XP. So it also scales with your fishing level, but yeah, you can just, it resets once a month and you do this and get a bunch of fishing XP. I think you have to do a quest to unlock it or something. Yeah, it's also pretty OP. And you'll have to excuse me here because I forgot to record any clips of this, but this is 99 fletching, which I got, as you can see, from doing a holiday event. This is the Christmas event. And on this event, you could literally just click on the snow pile once and then just right click on your client every 5 minutes or whatever to stay logged in and just keep gaining XP infinitely. And it would just generate these snowballs in your inventory, which don't have any use. And gave you pretty fast XP for free to play iron. I don't actually remember what the rate was, but it doesn't really matter because it was just, you know, once again, side project, turbo easy, basically zero effort. And fletching is actually one of the slowest skills or the hardest skills for free to play iron, because either you have to cut your own logs and make bows, which is pretty slow and has a pretty bad fletching to woodcutting XP ratio, or you make rune arrows, which are really good XP, but you can only buy 2,000 feathers per day from shops, and the only other way to get them would be to kill chickens. So you're kind of like daily gated to not very much XP a day from rune arrows. So yeah, of course this event is like really good, and I took advantage of it while I was there and got me to 99 fletching for free. I was working on 75 fletching very gradually prior to this because I had a bunch of rune arrowheads and I had like no GP, and making rune arrows and selling them to the general store is pretty much the best way to get GP. So I think I made it to 75 fletching like shortly before this, and then made all my rune arrows, got to like 80 something, and then this came out and it just sent me straight to 99. And I think it might have gotten me some levels past 99 also, because fletching goes to level 110 now in rs3. And after that event ended, I decided to start working on mining. And most of mining I did with also 5-minute AFK, which you can do on rs3. You can just keep mining the same rock forever until your inventory fills up, I guess, which takes a pretty long time. But after like 30 seconds, your like adrenaline bar goes down, and then you're only getting like 20% of the XP and the like mining progress. So basically you can like fully AFK for 0.2. So that's what I did for most of 99 mining, because it's really slow and inefficient, but it's still just free XP. So I figured it was better to do that than to not be logged in, because I was playing Brighter Shores and playing OSRS and everything, so it's kind of like a pretty low priority account. But yeah, it probably took like 500 some odd hours to get to 99, but it was still easy, and got it done. So that's kind of a nice one. This is going to be good because once you get to 99 in a skill, you can turn off the dailies for that skill, which means that you will get more dailies in the skills that you do want to train. So getting any of the easier 99s out of the way is useful just for the daily XP that you can get and put into skills like fletching or smithing, which are on the slower side. For the actual training, as you can probably notice, I was mining runite and also luminite, which is basically like coal for runite in this game. So to make a runite bar, you need 1 coal and 1 luminite. So yeah, I banked like I think around 30k, either 20k or 30k, I actually can't remember, of each ore. So in the future I'll be able to smelt those and use those to probably get to 99 smithing or close to it. Okay, so we're up to the present day now, and in a couple more of these thingies I'm gonna get 99 smithing. All right, cool. So yeah, on theme for this video, this is the Easter event. And yeah, it has this thing where you can just smith these. It's, I think, 2.5 minutes of AFK. You just can pick up these thingies from over here and then deposit them into there. They don't do anything really. And you get a bunch of smithing XP. As you can see, it's like, currently at 99, it's like 59.5 or something like that per 5 ticks. So that means it's like 70k XP an hour, which is very good. That's, I would say, like at least at, if not over, EHP for free-to-play Iron Man smithing. So that's really overpowered. So of course I had to take advantage of this. This has been in the game for, I think, close to 3 weeks now, and I got from 83 to 99 doing this. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, but I guess that's cool. And I think it's going to be gone in another day or two, so I'll just be here until then. Maybe I'll get another like mil XP or something like that. But yeah, so that's third 99 plus on the account, and I haven't used up any of my ores yet, so I could do a lot more smithing post 99 if I wanted to with all the ores I have from mining. Whether I will or not, I don't know. Unfortunately, smithing isn't actually slow skill that is useful to put daily XP into, so it doesn't unlock any turning off dailies, which is kind of the goal, but it's also, you know, I can't complain about the free XP. So aside from that, all of my other skills have just gone up a little bit, and it's pretty much all from dailies, though I did a little bit of woodcutting and fire making. And dungeoneering, sometimes I actually do the dungeon for the daily, which gets me a bit of extra XP. But still I have, like, you know, I'm getting a lot of trash dailies, like cooking is trash, fire making is trash, woodcutting is trash, fishing is okay, but not the best. And then I guess crafting and RC are okay, but also not the best. So I still have a lot of skills left to get to 99 that I would have to actually like sort of play the game. I mean, all of this is at least semi AFKable, but this account is still like pretty low priority, so I may or may not ever get there, and if I do, it will take a long time. But I think still that the long-term goal for this account is probably just to try to get all of the 99s out of the way that will block off dailies, and then just probably do daily fletching into the future, and then maybe AFK something else. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, to be honest, this account is not really that interesting or high priority to me, and I think I created this account like 9 months ago, and I've probably spent at least 3 or 4 months of that time just logging in to do dailies and then logging out, so I haven't played it very consistently. And I often am thinking, like, why am I even bothering to do this, because I have other things that I'm more interested in now. But it's hard for me to put down a project once I've started it, so if there's stuff that's as easy as this, then I usually just go ahead and do it. But yeah, that's where this account stands for now. Not exactly sure what the future holds yet. Maybe I was doing like AFKUs and fire making them. That seems like a pretty easy thing to do, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. It might be back to logging out and just doing the dailies. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all again next video. I think will be a free-to-play UAM progress video. So look forward to that, and thanks for watching.